I'm Britt. Welcome to the Around the Body Handoff Front Step tutorial. The Around the Body Handoff Front Step is when we perform a forward step and return to the starting position as the bell orbits the body. The starting position is known as the home position. The foot that steps forward is the traveling foot, and the foot that remains in place is the home foot. The bell orbits the body in either the clockwise or the counterclockwise direction. The Around the Body Handoff Front Step improves core, upper body, and grip strength, enhances your balance and coordination, and promotes good posture. When we perform the Around the Body Handoff, we grip the corner of the handle so that when we switch in front and behind the body, we can have plenty of space for the other hand to grab. We want to keep the arms straight as we perform that Around the Body Handoff with front step. You can keep your arms bent. This does place more pressure on your bicep tendon. So while it may feel okay with a light kettlebell, with a heavy kettlebell, it's especially ideal to keep those arms straight. Now we also want to keep an upright posture and active shoulders so that as we're swinging that kettlebell, our posture remains the same rather than having loose shoulders and the kettlebell kind of pulling us around and pulling us off balance. To start the Around the Body Handoff Front Step, we bring the kettlebell up to our hip and grab hold of the bottom corner of that handle. From there, we simply release the hand that's on the bottom of the kettlebell and begin stepping. When we want to switch directions, bring the bell up to the other side and push it so you can move in the other direction. And when you want to finish, same thing, bring the bell up to your hip to complete the set. There are two ways to step. You can step with commitment, where you step forward and place your weight on the traveling foot. This distributes the weight more evenly across the feet, and you have a really balanced, steady foundation. The second way to step is to step lightly. So you just lightly tap the traveling foot out while keeping the weight on the home foot. This is going to strengthen and challenge the standing leg more, and it's going to be more challenging on your balance. Learn to step with commitment before you step lightly. This will build a solid foundation where you can then learn to step light. Whether you step with commitment or you step lightly, it's good to use small steps. Small steps are going to be easier on the body, and it's going to be easier to find the optimal timing. When performing the ABH Front Step, there are different cadences we can use. The first cadence is called step, pause, step, which means that you perform your step, you allow a full ABH to happen before you return to the starting position, then you allow another full ABH to happen before you do your next rep. The second cadence we use is called step, step, pause. For this cadence, you perform your front step and return to home within one Around the Body Handoff, and then you allow a full Around the Body Handoff for the pause before you do your step, step again. The final cadence we use is the quick step, which, as it sounds, is the fastest stepping cadence we'll use. You perform the step forward and back within one Around the Body Handoff, and you do that continuously, so there's no pause between those reps. Let's demonstrate each variation. Here is our step, pause, step. Step, pause, step, pause, step, pause, step, pause. Next, we'll demonstrate step, step, pause. Step, step, pause. Step, step, pause. And finally, we'll demonstrate the quick step. step, 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 step. It's best to begin your practice with a lot of step, pause, step cadence work. That cadence is going to help you really master the timing of the movement. Step, step, pause, and quick step are more advanced, and we will be practicing those later on in this tutorial. But in the beginning, the majority of your practice should be in step, pause, step. The most important part of performing the ABH front step is learning when to step. As a general rule, you're going to step the traveling foot forward as the bell is moving back or towards the back of your body, and you're going to return to the home position as the bell is traveling forward. So you step back as the bell moves forward. There is an optimal moment to step. So there is one particular moment in time where you're going to feel most in sync with the kettlebell, and it should feel balanced and effortless. Let's take a look at the optimal time to step versus some times to step that are less optimal. So when I'm swinging the bell around my body, I should take my step forward as the bell is traveling back behind me. Then, as the bell comes around, I'm going to step back as the bell goes forward. So I'm counterbalancing the kettlebell. As that bell moves back, I move forward and vice versa. Take a look at the optimal timing here. Note that when I step with optimal timing, the orbit of the bell stays the same shape and I'm balanced and steady. Now, take a look at a step performed with less than optimal timing. Notice that when I perform a step with less than optimal timing, it changes the shape of the orbit and it makes it harder for me to return to the home position. The bell can orbit the body in the clockwise or counterclockwise direction, and we can do our steps in clockwise and counterclockwise on each leg. One way may be easier than the other, so feel free to spend time mastering the way that feels easier and then applying those skills to doing it the way that feels more challenging. Remember to return to this tutorial as you walk the path of ABH step mastery, as there's certain parts that may make more sense after you've spent more time practicing. Now, let's do some practice together. We're gonna do around the body front step with this leg stepping forward. We'll do it clockwise and counterclockwise for 10 reps, and then we'll do this leg stepping forward, 10 reps, clockwise and counterclockwise. We'll be using the step, pause, step cadence. So bring your bell up in your starting position, get ready, and go. Step, pause, step, 1. Step, pause, step, 2. Step, pause, step, 3. Step, pause, step, 4. Step, pause, step, 5. Step, pause, step, 6. Step, pause, step, 7. Step, pause, step, 8. Step, pause, step, 9. Step, pause, step, 10. Now we'll reverse the direction of the bell and step with the same leg. Here we go. Step, pause, step, 1. Step, pause, step, 2. Step, pause, step, 3. Step, pause, step, 4. Step, pause, step, 5. Step, pause, step, 6. Step, pause, step, 7. Step, pause, step, 8. Step, pause, step, 9. Step, pause, step, 10. We're reverse direction again. Now we're going to be stepping with the other leg. Ready, set, go. Step, pause, step, 1. Step, pause, step, 2. Step, pause, step, 3. Step, pause, step, 4. Step, pause, step, 5. Step, pause, step, 6. Step, pause, step, 7. Step, pause, step, 8. Step, pause, step, 9. Step, pause, step, 10. Reverse direction, same leg. Step, pause, step, 1. Step, pause, step, 2. Step, pause, step, 3. Step, pause, step, 4. Step, pause, step, 5. Step, pause, step, 6. Step, pause, step, 7. Step, pause, step, 8. Step, pause, step, 9. Step, pause, step, 10. We recommend practicing the step, pause, step cadence until you have mastered stepping in sync with the kettlebell and then moving on to the faster cadences. Let's practice those faster cadences now so you can either return to this part of the video when you're ready or just give it a shot for fun. We're going to begin by practicing step, step, pause, 10 reps in the clockwise and counterclockwise direction on each leg. Go ahead and mirror me, so pick up your kettlebell, get ready, get set, and go. Step, step, 1. Step, step, 2. Step, step, 3. Step, step, 4. Step, step, 5. Step, step, 6. Step, step, 7. Step, step, 8. Step, step, 9. Step, step, 10. Reverse direction, same leg. Step, step, pause. Step, step, 2. Step, step, 3. Step, step, 4. Step, step, 5. Step, step, 6. Step, step, 7. Step, step, 8. Step, step, 9. Step, step, 10. We're reverse direction again. Now we're going to step with the other leg. Ready, set, go. Step, step, 1. Step, step, 2. Step, step, 3. Step, step, 4. Step, step, 5, step, step, 6, step, step, 7, step, step, 8, step, step, 9, step, step, 10. Reversing direction, same leg. Step, step, 1, step, step, 2, step, step, 3, step, step, 4, step, step, 5, step, step, 6, step, step, 7, step, step, 8, step, step, 9, step, step, 10. Now let's practice the ABH front step with a quick step cadence. Stepping lightly is going to be especially useful for this one. Let's do 10 reps clockwise and counterclockwise on each leg, starting with this one. Ready, set, and go. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7, step 8, step 9, step 10. Reverse direction, same leg. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7, step 8, step 9, step 10. Reverse direction, stepping with the other leg. Ready, set, go. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7, step 8, step 9, step 10. Reverse direction, same leg. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, step 7, step 8, step 9, step 10. Now I'll demonstrate a more advanced variation of the ABH front step, the alternating front step. We'll practice it in the step, step, pause, and quick step cadences. 10 reps in the clockwise and counterclockwise directions. Ready, set, go. Step, step, pause. Step, step, 2. Step, step, 3. Step, step, 4. Step, step, 5. Step, step, 6. Step, step, 7. Step, step, 8. Step, step, 9. step, step, 10. Reverse direction. Step, step, 1. Step, step, 2. Step, step, 3. Step, step, 4. Step, step, 5. Step, step, 6. Step, step, 7. Step, step, 8. Step, step, 9. Step, step, 10. Now let's practice the quick step variation. Ready, set, go. Step, 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 1. Step, 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 2. Step, 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 3. Step, 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 4. Step, 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 5. Step, 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 6. Step, 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 7. Step, 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 8. Step, 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 9. Step, 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 10. Reverse directions. Step, 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 1. Step, 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 2. Step, 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 3. Step, 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 4. Step, 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 5. Step, 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 6. Step, 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 7. Step, 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 8. Step, 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 9. Step, 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 10.